Hello, how are you, everyone? Happy Wednesday. How are you doing today? I'm going to talk about something that is the foundation for all success today. I like to talk about motivational things. I'm sure you probably noticed. But I hope you have a good day. Let me know you're here. If you catch me on the replay, give me a hashtag replay. Hope you had a good Wednesday. And before you know it, it'll be Friday again. So, are you out there trying to hustle every day, trying to figure out what you want out of life? Or are you just doing a mundane routine every day, not liking it, but then being afraid to step out of your comfort zone and go for it? Your fears are holding you back. Let me tell you, when I first started doing lives, I never thought I would do lives. I was like, I'm not going to do that because, I didn't feel like it was uncomfortable, But the good thing is, things that are uncomfortable is what makes us grow. So I'm going to get into it, okay? Have you ever done anything that makes you feel uncomfortable that then afterwards you were glad that you did? When you look back, you ask yourself, like, what if I wouldn't have done that? I wouldn't have gotten the results that I got. I wouldn't have grown like I did. You never know what is going to come when you do something that is, that you don't know how it's going to turn out. And that's part of the excitement of life, actually, which is the foundation for all success. One of the challenges that we have in modern life is that there's so many options to do so many great things, and there's so many things through our lives vying for our attention that if we don't manage modern life, it's going to manage us. Especially those of us on social media, we come across so many opportunities every day. Like, people are always talking about their opportunities, and part of managing it is just, making the decision that this is what I feel, this is important to me, so we have to figure out what's important to us. And then really focus on that gut feeling. That gut feeling that comes from deep down inside is a feeling that God has given to you. So, if you have this gut feeling really strong, you want to do something and pursue something in your life, that may be the Holy Spirit nudging you to go for it. And listen to it. If you have this gut feeling inside, but you're letting fear hold you back, stop doing that, okay? Think about your gut feeling and go for it. Set goals, make good habits, and when it gets tough, don't quit. Because it's the times that are tough that filters the difficulties or the unknown, that filters out who's going to win and who is going to lose, because those who can't handle the pressure, they're going to quit. Or even if they talk their own selves out of their own dreams, most of us sabotage ourselves and we don't need anybody else to do it for us. But those of us who do go for our dreams and who do pursue what we want, sometimes we have people that hate us. Sometimes we have people trying to, say things to discourage us or whatever. But, that may be because they're jealous and they want to bring us down. So, you know what? Have you ever heard that saying, haters become elevators? Well, it's true, because if you don't have any haters in your life and you're just living your life pleasing everybody all the time, you're not doing anything, okay? Because people who do things in life, a lot of times they're controversial, okay? I don't know if I said that right, but Jesus was very controversial. I can't say that word. Jesus was very controversial, okay? Like, people who do things in life are controversial, okay? I could name some people right now, but I don't, I'm not going to get political right now. But, if you're pleasing everyone, you're doing something wrong. You may think you're doing something right, but you're not. You're doing something wrong if you're always going out of your way to please everybody, because you can't reach your dream and your destination for yourself if your goal is to please everyone, okay? Because that is never going to happen. So it's the difficulties that when you experience, if you just quit, that's what filters people out. The people who win in life are the people who push through all those things, okay? There's so many people in life that are successful who had people that tried to bring them down, but they didn't let that stop them. They just kept going. Because sometimes people will try to bring you down just to make themselves feel better, because they don't want to push back past their fear. So they're going to try to bring you down, because if you're down with them, then they feel better. They feel better about themselves. So the truth is, if you're not growing, you're slowly dying. We weren't put here on earth to be stagnant. How many people have I known personally who have retired and who live their whole lives living for that retirement? One day they're going to retire, then they can enjoy life. And they didn't actually enjoy life when they retired. They actually died a couple of years later. And it's really sad. I've known 3 people personally in my life. And it's very sad, because life is not about knowing everything, okay? You're never going to know everything, no matter how intelligent you are. The only person that knows everything is God, okay? You're never going to know everything. Things are always changing. Technology is always changing. It's impossible. So life isn't about knowing everything. It's not about being super comfortable every day. Although, yes, it feels good to be comfortable sometimes. We need that, okay? But if that's all you live your life for, is just to be comfortable and never to have any fears and never to push through any fears, it's not about knowing everything and arriving. You're never going to arrive. Even when you're successful, you're never going to arrive. Even Anthony Robbins, he's as successful as he is, he's always pushing. He's always growing and trying to expand. And that's what successful people do, because that's why they're successful. What life is about is it's about faith. Even Jesus said, without faith, it's impossible to please me. Because without faith, you can't do anything in life. Because when you set out to reach a goal, you don't know every little thing that's going to happen. You don't know everything, every obstacle that's going to get in the way. Because if you did, you would probably never do it. So life is about faith and pushing through. That's what life is about, okay? It's the uncomfortableness of life that tells us we're all headed in a better direction. Now, I've done some lives on this. When you're uncomfortable, that shows you that you're headed in a better direction. Because if you're not uncomfortable ever, you're stagnant, okay? And it shows that you're growing, Always being comfortable and too much certainty is boring. Do you get bored when you know everything that's going to happen every day? You're comfortable, but how boring is that? Okay, you're not setting goals for yourself. You're not growing. Too much certainty is boring and not exciting, and too much uncertainty it can be deadly. Okay. We all need a certain amount of certainty, and we all need a certain amount of uncertainty to be really healthy and to be growing, okay? For us to be truly productive in life, we need a balance of both. Do you know someone who is successful who never took any risks? Try to think of someone that you know who is successful who never took any risks. I bet you can't think of anybody, because that's very rare, okay? If there's anybody out there like that, let me know who they are, okay? It's not possible. When things are not going your way, you're growing, you're becoming stronger and more resilient. So, I'm not on here to preach tonight, but Jesus let people go through things just so they could have an opportunity for their faith to grow. Because if you don't grow through anything in life, if everything's handed to you, you are not going to grow as a person, okay? So what life brings your way, learn and grow from it and become a wiser person from it. This is why older people are considered wise, because they've been through things. They have experienced life and they've experienced hardships. Okay? Now, even if you teach a group of 20 people how to sell $20 bills for $10, some of them would let what's between their ears stop them from succeeding before they even started, okay? They would sit there, and I've done this to myself too, so I know firsthand, okay? You sit there and you think of all the excuses why it won't work, instead of thinking, how can I make this work, okay? No one else would need to even sabotage them. Even something so simple, they could still talk themselves out of success and not even realize what they've done. Because so many times fear is in the forefront of our mind. It breaks our momentum. It slows us down so much that eventually we come to a stop. We can eventually get so tired of seeing so many opportunities and get overwhelmed with not knowing which way to go. And we just say, I'm just not going to look at any more at opportunities. And I've been in that place before. I have. But, I had to get out of that place because I want to do something more than just have a stagnant life, a stagnant, boring life, a predictable job that I go to every day that is so boring that I can't stand to even wake up in the morning to go to it, okay? You don't want to look back 5, 10, 25 years and realize that you've lived the same mundane life day and the same mundane day over and over again for most of your life. And you know what? That's what most people do. That's why the successful people are called the 1%ers. The 1%ers, because that's how many people in this world actually take chances, actually go for it. They push through their dreams. They push through it, and they figure out how to do it. And whenever they fail, they learn from it. Failing is not a bad thing because it means you're doing something. If you're never failing, it's because you're not doing anything, okay? Even Michael Jordan, who is the greatest basketball player of all time, and let me say this, LeBron James is not the GOAT, okay? Oh my God. I've been having a debate with not a debate, but we've been talking about this because there's so many people talking about it on TikTok. LeBron James, he's not the GOAT, okay? Let me say this right now. What LeBron James does is he's figured out how to go out there on the basketball court and faint. I mean, he's a joke, okay? Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time basketball player, but he had to practice. He had to practice. He was not even accepted on his own high school basketball team the first time he tried out, okay? So it takes failing to succeed. So that's my point. A challenge is good and healthy. Choose what you want out of life without, cowering down. Okay? Don't be a coward in life. Be courageous and go for your dreams. And you know what? Someone else may be waiting for your wisdom, okay? You were put here for a reason. We all were. And you not going for your dreams may mean somebody else is not going to benefit from you going for your dreams. Because we're all put here to help and to grow and to, spread community. And that's why we're here on this earth, okay? We're here for a reason. So if you're in a 9-to-5 job and you're tired of it, and trust me, look, I live that. There's nothing wrong with having a job. I'm not putting it down. But if you're just barely getting by and you're just barely getting your bills paid, that's no way to live. That is no way to live, okay? You can work smarter and not harder. Trading your time for money is not the smartest, most efficient way. The 1%ers are wealthy is because they leverage their time. They leverage their time and they figure out ways to build passive income that they don't have to go earn every day. They do it once and they get paid over and over and over, okay? So what I suggest, if you're tired of being in that boring 9-to-5, same day, every day, nothing changes, it's so boring. And on top of that, you're told when you can go on vacation. I mean, like, you're an adult, right? You should be able to have a life of freedom and not have someone controlling your life like that, right? So my best suggestion is figure out what type of business is for you. Do you want to do drop shipping? Do you not want to handle products? Would you rather do something where you don't have to handle anything? You just make money by referring people to certain things? Do you want to have a marketing digital agency where you help other people with their business and marketing? And you can even outsource it in many cases. There's so many ways to make money. You just have to be smart and figure it out. And if you want any suggestions from me, let me know. I'm always here to help. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a great rest of the week. And thanks for stopping by. And I will see you next time. Bye.